We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Thompson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Thompson. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it... That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Thompson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Gibson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. It's Eason. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 58 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, come on, come on, now. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Ain't no such thing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And shifts past him. What an effort. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thompson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Maddox, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Thompson looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Thompson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
When you spend your first round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Throwing on 2nd and long. Eason escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Eason sets to throw it. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Thompson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike.
Thompson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On first down, Jacob Eason. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Thompson flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Thompson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Operating from the gun. Thompson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see what they decide.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Thompson forced out to his left. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To throw is Thompson. To throw on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Thompson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Thompson. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Thompson. This ball complete to Rager. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thompson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eason throw complete there to Thomas. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Eason to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Eason. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and...
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Thompson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even... Mike 50, Mike 50. I know he ain't got it. Sweat. Right there, hurt.
Back to throw. Thompson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Looking to throw. Thompson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Throwing is Eason. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Eason. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Eason. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Eason. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
1st and 10, Eason sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Thompson. Rager catches it left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Buying time to his left. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Thompson from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down. From the gun, Thompson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the field down, yes, and Elijah says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Here's Thompson throwing on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Off the play fake. Thompson going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well, trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Once more, Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And Owen coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Thompson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Eason rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 50-50. Mike 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing again. Thompson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Thompson. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Thompson now to throw on third down. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Operating from the gun, Thompson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to...
And he's in for the Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 52 yards.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. There the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. To the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, Cottrell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Hill. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Eason. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw. Thompson. That'll be caught. Rager with it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thompson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown. Maybe 2 now. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Out They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.